Hello and welcome. It is a Monday, the 11th November 2024, and it is just after 10 a.m. CET. Let's breathe. Hello and welcome to another dark sky, energetic, intuitive painting circle. Before we start to paint, let me please express my thanks to you listening, curiosity, joining in, holding the energies of peace, eternal love, and the bright light of hope for our new earth creations. In fact, the re-establishment of ancient earth in this wisdom light that we share. So thank you for being here. I would like to thank everyone also who chimed in to the short shared video of 8th of November, where there were 768 views this AM. This is huge for 2 days, and this is huge for me, and this is huge for a reluctant video person. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for all those that shared this. Apparently, most of the views, all of the views came because you shared this. And I am not into analytics, so I don't know if you had the concentration and the interest and the time to view all of it. It does not matter. You gave energy because you showed up and shared, and there is a code exchange. It's like the sunlight coming out just for a minute. And those that then went on to join in with the dark sky painting circle that I shared the recording of. That was from 8th November, 4 a.m. "24 of you, thank you. It makes me, my personal being, think is the way forward to just present an image, what came out, for all to absorb that energy or to connect or to have that boost. And who really understands that this offering is for you to connect with your wisdom and create something that is supportive in your daily life and that resonates on the vibration of those that care for peace, that care for that everyone has a beloved home, has all the resources to create and feed themselves and take care of their loved ones. And also understands that the old ways are not the way forward. There are a lot of energies passing through me today, and when I speak, so many pictures come, so many tears come for all the situations where there were disrespects towards another being expressed. And all of this is in the field, as well as a huge uncertainty. So coming back to the point is that I wanted to thank you for supporting this. I wondered how I can be of service today on this heavy day. It's a Monday, which often means people need to go to work and get up early. And it's not the fact they're needing to go to work because they may be just feeling very lucky to have that. It is that feeling of uncertainty, that feeling of insecurity, that feeling of having to do something that they feel they haven't entirely chosen. That is sort of always around till around noon. There is a lot of frantic energy in the time zone. And even though I'm miles away from it, the uncertainty and in a way having to do action or waiting for others to act, which will then decide how life will go. So I really just wanted to thank you. And now we come to the creative part. Letting go of the mental chatter, letting go of the being pulled into the collective as we're part of the collective. Also, the energy of this 11/11, the energy of November, the energy of this transitional time, the energy of where going into everyday two poles apparently, and the disruptive energy of going against, when really we need to collect ourselves in our center. So this is why I would like to go into the painting now rather than using words. So oof, coming into that space of the inner wisdom. We are entering into the cave, but this is a good cave. The cave, there is a temple of healing. So welcome to the dark sky. Inner cave healing, energetic, intuitive painting circle. I was given 2 colors and this board. And you can choose your color. The first color I was given is gold. And I do have a brush. And I was inspired to walk the medicine wheel or the spiral like a labyrinth with you today. So in a circular motion, I've put the golden paint onto this canvas. And we're starting this time in the middle of this medicine wheel, and we're walking counterclockwise, so circular to the left. We acknowledge our state of being. What is in your heart? You may be worried for your pets. How do they keep up in this energy? You may be worried for nature, for the earth. Will this planet react with extreme weather, and will it touch our homes? You may be worried for your health or the health of a loved one. You may be in sorrow and grief because a loved one is about to leave this life or has left this life, and you wonder what life will be without holding their hand or seeing their eyes or speaking to them. As we're walking the medicine wheel and the circle becomes larger, we may encounter our worry about the unfriendliness of the general public, of that predicted anger being played out, for maybe people using escapism, all sorts of drugs to, and then act out and being unconscious, and this feeling of mayhem This feels very much part of the old age. Acknowledging our worry about the uncertainty. Will we have a job, career, a business, our monthly pension and income? Will that be safe in the bank vaults? Will there be any money at all? We worry maybe about those newly born, who will look after them, how to look after them. And in all this worry, we feel our weaknesses. We focus on this lost self. When we're going even more walking this medicine wheel, and it's the outer circle of this canvas. All types of wars, all types of history of wars, all types of consequences of war. And if we're going right to the edge, when there is no canvas, there is this old feeling of trauma, of Armageddon, of apocalyptic dimensions. We're stirring the cauldron. So all this, what is present in this life, in this world, what is memorized, what is in us, all that focus on this one-sided way. I give you a chance to circle back to center and voice your personal, immediate worries. Is there any worry left in you? Can you shed those tears, or you may not have them, as you feel in a frozen motion? Is there something you would like to shout out? Acknowledge your hurt. Acknowledge your lostness. Acknowledge what has gone wrong in the past. Then now, take a deep breath and let it all go. Taking the brush and circle to anticlockwise. Letting it all go. Letting it all go. The doubt, the fear, the anguish, the poverty, the aloneness, the loneliness, the not feeling good in oneself. This foggy, rainy November day, this feeling of being in need of shut everything off and being in the cave to heal, come to stand still. Take a deep breath and let it all go. You can infuse it into the golden light or into the golden color you painted with. You can blow it into a golden, imaginative, spherical ball. You can just breathe it into that golden sphere because it'll transmute it. But for now, we're just letting it all go into that golden light that we have painted, or any other color that you had at hand. We're letting go of poverty. We're letting go of being scared about our health. We're letting go of any kind of conflict brewing, any kind of war situation. We're letting go of worrying about the fact if our car will start to get somewhere. We're letting go of the worry over loved ones that are frail. We're letting go of whether we have money to pay the bills. We're letting go of whether we will get that next job or we'll have that business idea or how we can maximize on our projects. We're letting go of that uncertainty. We're letting go of the heaviness of anything we ever tried that did not work. We're letting go of a grief where we never could say the words we wanted to say or say goodbye. We're letting go of the disappointment of not being supported. We're letting go of the disappointment of any love relationship that didn't work out. We're letting go of all the moments where we had the feeling we could not rely on another. We're letting go of not belonging to this or that group. We're letting go of this idea of the entry ticket that when you have the money, you're part of them. And when you don't belong. We're letting go of this paradigm. We're letting go of our woundedness, stopping us from being happy. We're letting go of our shyness, of being worried of what others may think or say. We're letting go of any self-doubt. And for most of all the things we said, we're letting go of the fact that we are not worth it. We're letting go of anybody who ever treated us without respect. We're letting go of anything that came because we didn't acknowledge our self-value. We're letting go of any restriction. We're letting go of any time we were shut down and we were not heard, where we could not speak. We're letting go of every time we felt overwhelmed. We're letting go of this feeling where our body freezes in shock. We're letting go of any panic. We're letting go of judging ourselves for any reactions. We're letting go of feeling inadequate. We're letting go of any blame, betrayal. We're letting go of all the feelings of not being a success. We're letting go of all that spiral that goes even deeper. We're letting go of being blamed, of being made to feel guilty. We're letting go of anything and anyone that try to take advantage of us. We're letting go of any situation where others push themselves upon us verbally, emotionally, physically. We're letting go of anything and anyone that ever raised their voice and told us it's our fault. We're letting go of that. We deeply, deeply, deeply go to the bottom of that barrel. It's all these stored, distorted energetics, this imbalance. We're letting go of any suffering because we belong to the poor, because we had the wrong skin color, because we had the false sex, because we didn't look the part. We're letting go of all the inequality, of the role models of what it is to be biologically female and what it is to be biologically male. We're letting go of all the restrictions of these impositions. We're letting go of anything that was described as sin. Sin is simply without, but sin in terms of we aren't worth it. We aren't entitled. Someone else can tell us. We're letting go of any victimization. We're letting go of any moment we thought we may be crazy or we may be going crazy. We let go of any time we cried so much alone on our own and we were only held by the dark of the night, and that Kriya is maybe what we experiencing now, that the deepest point of all that we're letting go of the past really is our biggest enlightenment. We're letting, nevertheless, go of this pain body. We're letting go of all that which anchors us into these codependency, which anchors us into these wanting to be acknowledged by others. We're letting go of wondering who we are. We're letting go of wanting to know why we're here. Letting go of any uncertainty. Surrendering into this now moment. Staying, feeling this now moment. This breath. We are in the eye of the storm. It's not the first time. This may be a slightly bigger storm. And we're taking in a deep breath, letting go of all, one, the out breath. And in your own rhythm, repeat this a few times. Letting it all go. Through taking a deep breath in and out, we can feel our might. We can feel the might of the multiverse. We can feel in our breath that strength, that phoenix from the ashes. We are alive in the letting go-ness. Becoming up from deep within into the higher perspective of our beingness. We mastered the depth of the cauldron. We are rising out of this into the beingness of our whole self. Whatever color you have, from the point, the inner depth of the deepest earth, the highest metaphysical sky, we are walking the other way. We are spiraling, creating anew the other direction of the medicine wheel, acknowledging that both directions are part of our healing, but now we are creating anew. Once you have applied the paint in the circular motion, we will now start from the center. We breathe the breath of our divine creation that we are. We honor this moment of beingness. We honor the moment of creation. We honor the light within us and within all things. We honor the life that is beneath all of that we touch. Everything is made from the same fabric of life. We see the hope. We understand that each breath is a new creation. With our breath, we are already creating the new earth. We are in the new earth. We are peace. So, what is your immediate need? Right now, all you need is you. And you have yourself. All you need is your courage. All you need is your creativity. All you need is you being here, celebrating your aliveness. You are the one you have been waiting for. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. Breathe. Can you feel the strength in you converting that outer air into the inside? Can you sense the strength of your ribcage? How it holds you, how it cradles you, how it protects all those inner organs. And can you feel how good it feels to breathe in and to let it go? The deep feeling of this breath, that is your strength. That is your courage. And that is you. That is your independence. Never mind what's going on. Breathe in your peace and give it to the outside world. We don't need to use our will to make it happen. We simply allow our multi-dimensional, ancient, modern beingness to be our architecture. Demands that we breathe. It is our consciousness. It is our gift. And it is our power. The breath is what we lead with. And breathing out is what we surrender into the highest multidimensional consciousness of our eternal light. How the breath fills our body with all that vital energy. How our entire body breathes. We breathe through the bottom of our soles. We breathe through the palms of our hands. We breathe through our closed eyes. We breathe through our skin, our hair, our whole body breathes this wave of peace, of strength, this frequency of knowingness, of wisdom, kindness. This where it acknowledges that resting is recharging our batteries. That in the not doing, we are creating. we are breathing, whilst our body our multidimensional consciousness functions perfectly in the now moment. In this stillness, let's thank everyone and everything. Thank our body for being here, and being our physical holder of our light. Thank you. Let's thank our organs. Thank for everything working. And then comes to mind, let's thank our forefathers, our ancestors, our parents who tried their best, but we came out of their light, their decision to have a child, their surrendering to us being born, them feeding us, them loving us, them providing a home, selecting schooling for us, encouraging us to talk, to walk, to learn, to feel beloved in whichever way they could express their kindness and their love. From whatever cradle and experiences they came, let's forgive their shortcomings. Let's thank our grandparents, if we known them or not. They created our parents. They made it to have a family, maybe in hard times, but they did. Thank them for their loving kindness and smiles and for anything they shared with us. And our great-grandparents, our great-great-grandparents, on all those before that we maybe only can feel slightly like us. They tried their best within the circumstances. Let's just honor that and thank them all. Let's thank all those family members that we still have. There may not be many unless you are young and have a large family. For those of us who are elder, maybe many of our loved ones are in other dimensions, and we can thank them for being there, holding the light for us. But thanking all those living family members right now for being in our lives, even if we may not see them often, or may only speak to them now and then, or they may be busy with keeping their family well in these times. Let's just thank them and say to them, I am here for you. I listen to you. I give you courage and I share my strength. We can pull resources together and we can support each other, and we will surpass these times that are tumultuous. Let's thank our friends. We may not have many, we may have none. Then we thank those friends that are waiting to be our friends. We thank those that are friends in a distant way, fellow friends, fellow human beings. We thank those that see us or see part of us. We thank those friends that have positive thoughts, friends who tell us the truth, but they also say, you are brilliant. You are good at this life. Your brilliance is your light, not your perfection. So you try, and you may try again, but the fact is, you are an inspiration. Your beingness is an inspiration. You are mastering your path is an inspiration. Your life is an inspiration. You're living it. You mastered it. You are being there for your loved ones. So thanking to have known you, or to know you, or to come to know you. So the name Benny used is this soul tribe. So sending a lot of love, a lot of thanks to those souls that support us, that are speaking through us, that are with us, that pave the way, that hold that space, that show that light, that make the world go round, the sunrise and the moon. Yeah, the planets are moving, and so are we towards the light. There is always light. Yes, but now is time to express this in a more fair way. in a way where we say we no longer need conflict to understand pain and joy. We no longer need shadow to see the light. We no longer need pressure to create a diamond. We are no longer need pushing controversy, drama, mayhem, war to wake up. We are awake. We breathe. We are inspired. Let's thank ourselves for have worked for, bought, built up, and have made this bed. Thanking for having a place to sleep. Thanking for having a home, a cave. It doesn't matter where, house big or small, having this place. Thanking us for caring for our pets, loving them, cuddling them, sharing with them, giving them the best food we can, sharing our home with them, making sure they have strength, they have courage, they know they can rely on us as a friend, and thanking them for their companionship, for their light. They are always there. All the animals around us, thanking them for being, holding the space, holding peace, thanking nature, thanking even this rain and the clouds and the fog and the gray skies and the wet out there that makes you shiver. It's all part of the big breath. So going within is recharging. So some of us may feel they are at a total crossroads. They don't know what will be next year, next month, next week, next day, next hour. But for now, we have our breath. For now, we are strong so that we can feel the feelings we feel. We know we can get up. We know we can make us a hot drink. We know We can polish ourselves, clean ourselves, dress ourselves, feed ourselves, even if we may face a fast of hot water, cold water, no water. We have done all this in the past. We really do not need to go into that feeling of sabotage, of blockages, of no resources, this fear of life, fear of suffering, fear of death, maybe. If at all, we mastered all this before, but now we are alive. We are living. We are hearing this. We are breathing this. We have the sky, the cosmos. We have the earth. We have the winds. We have the nights and the days. We have the clothes on our skin. And we have this creativity in us. Is there anything else we need to let go before we create the new? Maybe today is not a day to create much, but today is a day of rest and go within. Yet you have created with me, if you're still listening. You had let go of all that. You went deep, and we're rising up. We are rising up. We're holding the peace. We're holding the love. We're holding the unity. And we're holding the vibration that we will share with those that come together to support each other, where we are seen, where we are noticed, where we are acknowledged, where our tears and our laughter both are welcome, where we can express how we feel and not have to be scared, but where we can share the hope. So we are a few weeks away from Pluto changing signs in the tropical 12-wheeled zodiac, another medicine wheel. We are a few days away from Saturn in Pisces, coming out of the retrograde and moving forward. One astrologer shared that depending in which house it is, it may allow things to move forward then. And there are many others, outer planets, that are supporting us. And of course, not to forget the full moon, which reflects the sunlight, But at the same time, the full moon is always full of feelings, but also full of strength. Still is an intensifier. And so this may be why today's gray is intensified. And it feels a bit like having to go against the tide, or it feels a bit like you're on top of the wave and then whoosh, the next one splashes you in the face, and it feels a bit like walking against the wind. All it wants to do is show us our strength. Maybe you feel you want to go to sleep and rest and be like the little hedgehog taking a winter sleep already, curling up with that, what you have, keeps you warm, listening to music, watching a soap, reading a book, or indeed painting this picture with me. That is really a very simple thing. We're coming to the outer edges. The canvas is ending, and we captured our feelings, this image. We have walked the medicine wheel. For today. Let's come into center. The inner being, the inner heart strength. Trust in your strength. Trust in your divinity. Trust in the strength of your bones, of your skeleton that keeps you up and keeps your organs protected. Trust in the power of your all-encompassing loving heart. Mars is in Leo. Leo is the courage, the heart courage. The strength. But trust. Take a break if you can. Apply self-care, but remember that call of strength. Remember, we mastered the last 5 years. We've almost forgotten. So in a way, they are preparation for this now time. But there are so many positive ideas. So maybe when you have rested and recharged, look at a project that you wish to support. And remember the other thing, we all are feeling the same. But we all have access to the same strength. If I ever wanted to make short audios, short videos, short anything, I'm so sorry that the energy is telling me to stick with it, to be with it. Maybe because, yeah, just now I glimpsed, well, 11:17 a.m. So maybe the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month in the 8th year is what we need to reach. Of course, in other countries is a different time zone, time line, and Europe is kind of sandwiched between Australasia and Americas. And still within Europe, there are still countries that are an hour early and haven't entered the 11th hour, but in a way, all across the Central European time, we are in the 11th hour right now. And still, in terms of numbers, there are many more people living in Japan or living in China or living in India. But there are many of those who also live in Europe. And the world goes round in its special way. I think I'm coming to the point of needing to rest and integrate these energies, and that is good. So we are able to close this integrative, holistic, supportive, new earth, healing circle. Time to wake up from this dream. Time to step out of the cave. Time to feed this body, and time to surrender to the day. Eliminate some fluids that are part of the walking, painting the medicine wheel. I thank all of those that have made it this far. And I thank the energy and the inspiration for whatever my aliveness, my place where I am, or the place where I am. Thanking all that resonate and sustain this allowing it to guide to where this needs to be. There are no words. In this alchemical cauldron day, we rise, we hold strength. From day will come night, and from night will come day. Earth is still here. The sun is still here. The moon, Mars, all the stars, the planets, and you and I, we are still here for a while. Let's stick together. Let's be in peace. Let's gather our strength and courage and resemble the ease, what it means to breathe. Others faced worse. We've come through so much. We are the survivors of the survivors. We are the strong ones, strong at heart. Let's be that peace. Let's speak that peace. Let's resemble that new way of being. We let go of all we no longer require. We put our face into the light and shine as the multiverse desires. We trust our dreams. We have some fun. We show our love to our loved ones. But what matters most, what is of utmost importance right now, is that we, you and I, remember who we are and that we are here, in the here and now. And so it is. Thank you. And this is Blue from blueroom.org. Have a super strength, recharging quiet, contemplative day. Know that we are already mastering whatever is in that broken spaghetti ball thing. We can create anew, we can make it fresh, we are. Much courage to you and I. Truth, authenticity, joy, and a new prosperity for all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.